So my name is Jessica Valentine, and I am the owner and tattoo artist here at Haven Studio in Brooklyn. I'm originally from New York. I have been in the tattoo industry for going on 15 years, but tattooing for 10 of those. I've been obsessed with tattoos since I was like 4 years old. My best friend, her grandfather was covered in like Navy tattoos. So I grew up like, what is this one? What is that one? And I was just obsessed with them. So then I started playing tattoo shop, where I would take my grandmother's engraving pen and like literally scratch my friends and then fill it in with marker. So it's been a very weird fascination since I was like a child. And then when I was like 22, I started working at a shop as like a shop girl, loved it. You know, like the whole just environment of a tattoo shop. And then just kind of started eventually tattooing a few years later, you know, just kind of soaked up information and watched everyone, and then now it's a reality for me. The first shop I worked at when I was more like a shop girl, apprentice, etc., that was definitely more of a traditional type shop. And then I worked at a couple street shops, so I just did whatever, you know, tribal, names, you name it, like that's what I did because you had to. So I kind of dipped my toe into a bunch of different things from working at a street shop. And then when I was working at a shop in Jersey City, I was able to do a little more of what I liked. You know, I would paint flash sheets and people would come and get them, which was really cool. But then when I moved back to Brooklyn and I worked at a different shop, that's when we kind of got the Pinterest crowd. So then I had to kind of hone my fine line skills. And then now I'm kind of coming back out of that and kind of doing like the bolder, a little more bolder stuff. You know, panthers but cute, that are like panthers but they're like pink or like have flowers on them and stuff like that. And that's my favorite thing to do, kind of marrying the traditional and the girly style. So that's what I'm trying to focus on right now. So I have worked at all different types of shops. I've also gotten tattooed at all different types of shops. So I would say that getting tattooed for almost 20 years, being a woman in the industry for 15 years, I've definitely gotten to see different sides of it. It's intimidating. Tattoo shops are, you know, pretty intimidating, or they can be. And so, you know, I've had positive experiences, I've had negative experiences, both working in shops and receiving tattoos as a client. So after a plethora of bad experiences, I decided that I wanted to create a safe spot where women, gay people, trans people, etc., anyone who's felt weird typically going into a shop, I wanted a safe space for that. So that's pretty much how Haven was born. One of the fun things about Haven is that all of the employees are queer women. Vanessa, she's queer, me and my fiance, who's the co-owner, obviously we're gay, and our old employee was also. So it's really nice because people feel super comfortable getting tattooed by us. Sometimes it's awkward to get tattooed by a burly man who you think is judging you, and we're not like that. So we have a very, very large LGBTQ community. I would say like 90% of our clients are, and they know exactly who we are. They know that it's a safe space for them, and it's been great. We find that, like, you know, a lot of, say we'll get like bigger clients that are like self-conscious about their weight, or trans people that maybe have like surgery scars, and I've like yelled at people because they'd be like shaming themselves for their body or apologizing for their body. So I just try to like remind them to shut up nicely and just that they're perfect. A lot of it, you know, for me came from experience, feeling weird about X, Y, and Z in a tattoo shop. And a lot of people have that very old school mentality. Your stereotypical biker shop, right? People that have been doing it for like a really long time are gonna stick to those old morals and like thought processes a lot more than like someone who's a younger girl, you know, like me. So I think that it's just like listening to your clients and seeing who your clients are and just trying to like be a good person. Just remember that like you're dealing with people's bodies, and my main thing that I've always said is that the whole experience lasts forever. It's not just the tattoo. Like I can point to any one of my tattoos and tell you exactly like what the experience was like because it's tethered to the tattoo. So we just want to make sure that people have a good experience from the time they walk in to the time that they leave. So if I'm an asshole to somebody but they love their tattoo, it doesn't really matter because they're still going to have a negative connotation with that tattoo. So that's basically how we kind of, our thought processes as far as how we treat our clients. And hopefully people can also follow suit with that because I think that's the biggest thing. I've told people, I've been like, hey, go get this hit like twice or something, and then we have like the possibilities are, you know, multiplied by 10 of what we can do. It's just like really nice to have that option because you have so much more leeway with doing a cover up, at least as far as like a tattooing aspect is concerned. If a tattoo is like really heavy black work, which tends to be the things that people want to cover up, lasering, you know, in my experience, black lifts the easiest. So if someone goes and gets that lifted like a couple times, same thing, you can totally get something way more to what you want. You're not as limited on what you can do as far as the cover up is concerned. And when you have a client that's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that because like they get it. They're like, they want to get the best tattoo that they can get and they listen to you. That's really always nice. I love and I hate getting lasered. I love it because it's just really nice to watch those tattoos fade away. It's such an awesome feeling. But I hate it because I hate pain. Even though I'm covered in tattoos, I hate getting tattooed, I hate getting lasered, but it's really nice because everyone at Removery is so nice. And I don't know, it's been a really positive experience. I'm excited, I'm impatient because there's a couple I just want gone so much, but yeah, just keep going. And then like I decide on more things I want to remove because it's like, well, this is like my routine now. This is like, I come here and then it's gonna be over, like no. So I'm gonna like constantly be thinking of new things. I typically get things lasered in order to cover them up. So I don't typically get things completely removed. However, I am in the process of getting a couple on my chest completely removed. So, and I kind of see they're like lining up pretty good. I think I've had like 5 or 6 sessions. But I've had things lightened up just to cover, and it's just like really nice to have that option because you have so much more leeway with doing a cover up. Because I went really fast with getting tattooed, like I was covered really early, and it's just tattoos I want to get now, tattoos that don't fit my me as a person anymore. And there's just new tattoos I want and I don't have space for, or tattoo artists I want to get tattooed by that I can't because I have no space for them. So that is like one of like the best things I think about getting things lasered is you just can finally do those things. So I'm Jess Valentine. I'm co-owner of Haven Private Studio in Brooklyn, New York, safe space for women, POC, LGBTQ community.